beautiful outside right now. Came out here to do a couple of reviews, and I did a couple, and then I decided I kind of want to do a live review. I haven't done one in a really long time. I'm outside, which means I actually get like internet out here that actually is halfway decent. So yeah, I figured I'd do not just a live review, but a live mystery beer. I know it's not Monday, so we'll call it Mehday. And yeah, let's dive into this sucker. Lean over here, grab this glass that I forgot to put on this side. Hopefully my mic is working. I don't know if it is or not, but whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, mystery beers. What are mystery beers? For those who don't know, I am lucky enough to where people send me beers wrapped up in these little packages here. The shtick is this. I have no idea what the beer is. For me, it's the only way to actually not know anything about the beer. People are courteous enough, nice enough, awesome enough to actually take beers, wrap them up, and put them in a shroud, and then send them to me, and then I talk about them, I review them. Either I'm right, I'm wrong, or somewhere in between. So, yeah, lucky like that. This started a couple of years ago. My buddy Keith was the one who actually kicked it off. Since then, I've had a bunch of different people send me beers from all over the place. This one, 90% sure comes courtesy of Josh from Indiana. Just sent me a mystery beer box. I'm pretty sure this is his. Again, like the dumb I am. This is wrapped in a paper towel. I forgot to mark who it's from. I got a bunch of people that wrapped in paper towels, but I only have one left from the previous group that was wrapped in paper towels. So anyway, it is what it is. So let's dive into it. Label-wise, it's awesome. It's mystery beer. It's bounty paper towel. What do you want? Let's give it a whirl. It's fucking awesome out here right now, man. I'm kind of excited. I kind of really wanted the stout. I did a couple of reviews before this, and I was like, there was no stout. I didn't have really a stout I wanted to review, and I was kind of like, man, I kind of hope this is a dark one, so I'm getting lucky so far. What do we have here? Half a pinky finger of what I like my coffee to look like color. Now, what you guys know, I have no idea what that is. I like my coffee a little bit of cream in it, so I like it really dark, but just a little enough cream, dark roast, a little enough cream to kind of add a little spice to its life. That's my thing. Anyway, dark as dark could be. That, my friends, be motor oil. So yeah, that's a huge, big, dark beer right there. So what are we leaning? We're leaning stout. Barrel-aged stout, high ABV stout. I mean, this is not kidding around here. It's got like legs for days. Let's see what the nose has to offer. Not as big as I thought it would be, based off the nose, to be perfectly honest with you. Or based off the look and then going into the nose. A nice, rich, roasted malt to it. It's not barrel-aged, I don't think yet. No, just a nice, big, rich, roasted malt. There's a bit of heft to it, but nothing too crazy. I'd be surprised if it was over 10% alcohol by volume. That's pretty much it. It's a base beer. You could tell me there's a little bit of hazelnut in there. I can get that from big, huge, stouty beers from time to time. Anyway, you tell me a little bit of nuttiness in there, a little hazelnut. It could be coming from the malt. You can tell me even a little bit of soft chocolate in there, but there's no huge vanilla component. There's no huge kind of cherry pastry vibe. There's no huge barrel. There's no huge barrel char, whiskey, or anything like that. It just comes off as a really nice, robust, although not crazy imperialized stout. I'm pretty sure it's an imperial stout, but just of the lower variety. Smells nice though. Let's see what the taste has. Cheers. See, now I'm getting back. Leaning back into that bigger beer world. A little bit more imperialized, I'd say. It's probably definitely up there. Touching the double digits now. There's a big sweetness to it. There's a little bit of that metallic astringency I tend to get from some of these kind of bigger, or actually smaller kind of dark beers. But it's kind of in there, but it's forgiving. What else? It's got a nice sweetness to it, something beyond. It tastes like it's 8% beer with an added sweetened component to it. So I think there's something in there. It doesn't come off super vanilla. So it could just be like a decent like lactose component to it. I mean, a lot of these kind of bigger, darker beers tend to have lactose in them more times than not. Anyway, so it has that a bit of added sweetness to it, but it's not coming off vanilla. It's not coming off like candy in any way. It's not coming off like a fruited or anything like that. It's just an added sweet component. So what are we talking here? Milk stout. Imperial milk stout. That's it. I've been fooled by peanut butter and cinnamon beers in my recent past. I don't know why. Just cinnamon, I eat a ton of it in the morning, so I think I'm kind of numb to cinnamon. I don't think there's any cinnamon in here. I don't get any kind of spiciness in the back end. I could see there being some kind of nutty thing involved. If there's a peanut butter beer, it's not like your huge kind of overt kind of peanut butter thing. But it's nice. It's got like a nice nuttiness to it, almost like a soft hazelnut kind of thing going on, but nothing too crazy. I like it. It's tasty. It's nice. It's a big imperial stout with a bit of lactose going on, milk stout, whatever you want to call it. Done and done. That's all I got. Probably a cold. Let's see what she's got. What do we have here? Oh, I know this brewery. Yes, there's a stout brewed with lactose, sugar, and cocoa nibs. The brewed and canned by 18th Street Brewery. Actually, I don't know them. The can art came off super recognizable. I thought it was this other brewery. I can't place them, but I had them a while ago. It was a Chicago-based brewery. So yeah, brewed and canned by 18th Street Brewery, Hammond, Indiana. This is their Hunter. It's a double milk stout. Like I said, it's a stout brewed with lactose, sugar, and cocoa nibs. Cocoa nibs and lactose create a rich chocolate flavor and a creamy texture. Vanilla, roast, and caramel sweetness are met with a bright hop bitterness. That hop bitterness really isn't there all that much. This is canned 1/5, 2018. So, I mean, you're talking about, 6 months on it already. So, I mean, what little hops are there are probably already gone. Yeah, it's a super cool fucking can. If you guys want to check that out, it's like very old school kind of old school meets new school Japanese tattoo art mashed with traditional. So it's got that kind of Japanese tattoo art kind of design thing. I have a tripod. I can't see the can when I put it. That's why I'm putting it way off the side like an asshole. But yeah, she's super cool. You can see it's kind of got that kind of prerequisite da font Japanese lettering going on there. So whoever designed this definitely has a tattoo shop kind of ties to them. But yeah, this is a fun beer. It's nice. That little bit of that kind of metallic astringency I'm very susceptible to in these darker beers. So I don't really knock a lot of beers when I tend to get those from time to time. But yeah, tasty. I dig it. Not too bad. And I didn't fuck it up too bad either, so that's always a bonus. Anyway. So there you go. Let's talk about it. Is it one of the better milk stouts that I've had as of late? Non-barrel aged, non-crazy milk stouts. I'm going to say yeah. Even though I didn't freak out over it, it tends to be a little bit of like a catch-22 when I do a lot of these mystery beers. Because I'm so kind of hyper-focused on trying to figure out what the fuck the beer is. I tend to lose a little bit of the enjoyment of the beer, which is kind of a bummer. But I actually really enjoy it. So it's probably one of the better base non-barrel aged milk stouts that I've had in a while. Cocoa nibs. I'm not going to count that as adjuncts and all that shit. Anyway, so yeah, I dig it. Value and availability, no idea. Maybe Josh or somebody out there in the Indiana can actually chime in. Let us know what's what when it comes to this beer, price, and availability. It's a sticker can and it's fancy pants, so it's probably brewery only, I guess. I don't know. And leave you with, if you like what? Will you like this beer? If you just like really well made milk sauce, like I said, if you're super susceptible to that nickel metal astringency thing that I get, I don't even think you'd be put off by it. It's so minimal, and since I'm so hypersensitive, I don't think it's something that I really dwell on too much. And so I think it's really well made. It's tasty. It's fun. The can's killer as fuck. Done and done. There you go. Another review down. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive if you want to check me out doing podcasting stuff. Take that into Google. See me doing all kinds of podcasting interviews and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I think that's it. Yeah. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. hopefully enjoying a nice little milk stout right now. I don't feel like leaving though. I'm gonna have a little fireside chat. If I had a little fire going on over here, there's a fireplace over there. I can do one, but yeah, I think that's all I got. So we'll just quit while I'm ahead. So hopefully, you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully, enjoying a delicious beer outside in some awesome weather right now, and hope to see you next time. Cheers.